Hello, in this C programming video, we are going to cover passing in values by, no, sorry, passing by value into your function, not passing, by passing values. Yeah, so we're going to be passing data into our function by value. There's also something called passing by reference. The next video will cover that. So we'll cover passing by value. So right now we've got this. I'll minimize this a bit. We've got this adder, and it's pretty rubbish if I say so myself, because I mean all it does is add 10 and 15. What if we wanted to do a bit more, as in we choose the numbers? To do that, we can have something called parameters, and you can have as many as you want. Generally speaking, you probably don't want more than 3 or 4 at a time, but you can have more, you can have less as well. So what you do, you put the data type, put the name, so num1, and then if you want another one, you just put comma and then the other one, and then that will be like int num2, and obviously we don't need them in here anymore. So this has created them, and again it has the same scope as if they were in here, so they only belong to adder and cannot be used right here. And what I'll do is I'll get rid of this, because this was to do with variable scope. And now if I was to try and run this as is, we'll get an hello error. See what it says. It says too few arguments, because adder is expecting 2 integers, so we have to pass them in. All you do is just pass them in. It could be a variable or it could be a value directly. So if I just put in a value, let's say if I put 4, 5, that's all you do, and the order does matter. So 4 will go to num1, 5 will go to num2. Just bear that in mind. It sounds obvious, but it's easy to make that mistake. Now what's happened here? Let me clear the screen, run it again, and there we go. It's printed out 9. That's pretty cool. And what if we want to pass in a variable that already exists? We can do that. So if I create a variable here, call it int I, and I'm going to put the value 8, and for the, do not want to do that. Here I want to put the variable, and I'll just put I. Long as it's the same data type, it passes it by value. Run it, we get 13. There's not much more to passing by value. Like I said, you can actually mix and match. So you could have an int, you could have a float, or an int and a character, or like int, character, float, blah blah blah. It's totally up to you. And you can have custom data types as well, which I'll cover later on. And you can do as many complex things as you want here. But that's it, passing by value. Next video, I'll cover passing by reference. Any questions, feel free to join the Discord group. There's a link in the description, and just check out the programming channels, and also a link for the GitHub page where you can get all the source code. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.